Clearwater police say a little after 5:30 this morning, they found a man shot to death inside one of these apartments here. Now, police have been here for hours investigating at the Granada apartments. Clearwater police and the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office surrounded the Granada apartments on Saturday morning, working both inside one of the units and outside on the property. Caution tape surrounds the complex, and you can see in the video we recorded of the scene, they're walking in and out of a unit on the second floor. Police say a man was found shot to death inside the apartment complex on Kings Highway. According to investigators, all parties involved in this case have been located, and detectives are still trying to put together what led up to this deadly shooting. Clearwater police say that this is still an active investigation and that there are no threats to the public. In Clearwater, I'm Alessandra Young, 8 on your side.
Tonight, we have the remarkable story from the woman who survived Wednesday's tornado in Largo. You've probably seen the video of the home lifting off its foundation right there before a few seconds later it comes back to the ground. Good afternoon. I'm Stacy Scheibel.
And I'm Josh Benson. We are now hearing the first-hand account from the woman who was in the home when it flew into the air, and now she was able to walk away. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joins us now live from Eagle 8 HD in Largo with more on her remarkable story. Jeff.
Good evening, Josh and Stacy. Well, I've been on the ground. I've seen the damage there. Now we are up in Eagle 8 for literally an eagle-eye view of the damage below. Many homes were damaged in this tornado. We're going to take you outside of the helicopter right now to show you just how extensive the damage was. It goes in a vertical line for about 2 miles. The National Weather Service says it was an EF1 tornado plowing a path of destruction. But Debbie Metler has a story of survival that is just incredible. Wednesday evening was just like any other for Debbie Metler.
It was sunny. It was nice out. You know, we've been having so much rain.
Then the rain started.
I heard something bang up against the mobile, so I got up to see what it was, and I stepped up into the living room, and I looked out the window, and all I saw was like all these pieces of roof flying by, just all this debris, and I knew right away it was a tornado.
This security camera video from her neighbor shows the horrific sight she saw outside of her window. The National Weather Service says the EF1 tornado produced winds over 90 miles an hour. No one in the Ranchero Village community had any advance warning. Debbie ran to save her cat.
We were running back and forth. I was trying to catch her, and then all of a sudden all hell broke loose.
This is what happened next.
I think it was when the mobile was lifted in the air, it thrust me into the hallway. Then I started doing, I'm surprised I didn't get a broken neck. I started doing somersaults into the bedroom.
She's battered and obviously bruised, but alive.
Well, I'm just bruised up. I have, you know, cuts, stuff everywhere, and this lovely bruise here.
And now she's seen the video that has been played again and again across the country.
I've seen the video. It was kind of like a, what is it, the Wizard of Oz kind of a moment there.
Just a remarkable story. That's her home right there, what's left of it. The home is destroyed. Her daughter has started a GoFundMe account for her mother because at the age of 76, she says it will be difficult for her to start over. We have placed a link for that, or will place a link for that, on WFLA.com. And just so you know, because I know people will be concerned, the cat survived. The Largo Fire Department found the cat under her bed. She says the cat is angry but alive. Back to you guys.
Wow, and just her describing her somersaults, like she can still, I'm sure, visualize it, and hard to believe that she really only has bumps and bruises. What are her plans now, Jeff?
Well, she tells me that she will never live in another manufactured home or a mobile home, and you can certainly understand why. She is now living with her daughter, or staying with her daughter, until they can figure everything out, get her, not to pardon the pun here, but get her back on her feet.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're just grateful she's alive and grateful she shared her story. That's a scary one. Thanks, Jeff.
Decided to get picked up, and I got yelled at to get in the car really quick because we saw a bear in the tree.
Neighbors in Odessa are on the lookout for a bear that's been roaming around in their backyards.
So far, Florida Fish and Wildlife officers haven't been able to catch the bear, which has everybody on high alert, as you can imagine. The neighborhood is located off of State Road 54 near Gun Highway. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur joins us live from that area. And Georgia, you spoke to some of those worried neighbors.
Jen and Keith, I did, and FWC says it is not unusual to see a bear in the neighborhood. However, when I talked to neighbors here, they say they're used to seeing gators, but not bears, and they were shocked to see a gator lingering around in their backyard. Neighbors in the Ashley Lakes neighborhood got a visit from an unexpected visitor.
I've never seen one here. I mean, it's surrounded by roads, water back there. Yeah, we were shocked.
I came outside to get picked up, and I got yelled at to get in the car really quick because we saw a bear in the tree.
The bear decided to make itself at home on Wednesday night, propped up in a tree in the cul-de-sac, right in the backyard of Bruce Sproul's home.
It was up in the tree when I saw it, but the neighbor walked outside, had a car parked back there, and the bear scared the heck out of it. They come screaming and running, and the bear got scared too because it went straight up the tree.
This bear's footprint on the sidewalk shows just how close it got to homes. Residents spotted the bear walking through yards and climbing trees, something they never expected to see in their neighborhood.
Got little grandkids come over here, and they ride their bikes around on the sidewalk there. You know, daytime that probably wouldn't hurt, but and you hate to see something happen to somebody.
And FWC is urging residents, if they see that bear again, to contact them. They also want residents to know in the meantime to remove any food sources such as trash cans, pet food, or even bird feed. They say feeding a bear could make it lose its sense of fear in people, and you sure don't want to do that. Reporting live in Odessa, I'm Georgia MacArthur. 8 on your side.
Happening today, members of local amateur radio clubs are taking part in a national field day exercise. They are learning critical skills to communicate during any emergency, including a hurricane. 8 on your side, Jenna Bass joining us live in Clearwater with everything they're learning today and why it is so important. Good morning, Jenna.
Good morning, Melissa. Well, we hope they don't have to use those critical skills, but it's always great to keep them at, top of mind here at the Clearwater Fire Training Center off Belcher Road. Now, we've got Bruce here, and you're part of the St. Petersburg Amateur Radio Club, and today is y'all's field day, which is like the day of the year that you guys all come together to kind of share that science and skill to make sure that everybody's at the top of their game.
That's correct. That's correct, Jenna. What we do here is we simulate emergency communications. Basically, in a nutshell, we make one communication to show that our equipment is working, and then it just morphs into a contest.
It's a really cool kind of like science project over here. We've got one station that's got Morse code. And talk to me about the other elements that are involved with ham radio.
The other elements that are involved with ham radio, that, like I mentioned earlier, there's multiple modes. There's Morse code, there's voice, there's data. There's a lot of having to know technical things because ham radio operators are allowed to tinker and build their own equipment and build their own devices to go along with their equipment. So it's sometimes it's kits, sometimes it's store-bought.
And why is this important to the community, specifically us here in Florida, that we deal with things like hurricanes, especially if our modes of communication go down?
It's an alternate means of people here to get messages out to their loved ones, or if their loved ones want to check on the status of any of us, they can actually go to their local ham radio operators where they are and send a message the same way.
All right, well, thanks so much for talking to us and explaining that. Hopefully we never have to turn to you guys, but it's good to know that resource, exactly, that resource is here and available. You guys still have time today to come check out the field day that's happening till 2 o'clock here at the Clearwater Fire Station. For now, we're reporting live in Clearwater. Jenna Bass, 8 on your side.
Tonight, thousands are still in St. Petersburg for one of the largest Pride celebrations in the country. Good evening, I'm Ty Russell. Thank you so much for joining us. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur was there for today's Pride Parade and Festival.
Thousands of people lined up along Bayshore here in St. Pete to start new memories and celebrate traditions.
This is our first time in St. Pete.
This has been the best experience of my life for 48 years living in St. Petersburg and 22 years of Pride.
Happy Pride from the city of St. Pete. The annual parade strolled down Bayshore with thousands lined to catch beads and the vibes.
I am excited to be out tonight.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Literally just having fun and enjoying everybody, ignoring like the ignorance, but and just enjoying being happy and love.
I like to watch companies come by showing that they support our rights and our freedoms.
Some are creating new memories. Others are holding tight to ones made over decades.
No, it means a lot. If she was to go away, then, you know what I'm saying, gonna be a memory that I probably can't get back.
It may be one of the largest parades in St. Pete, and some say there is power in numbers.
It's just great to live in a place where everybody's just so loving and caring, and we celebrate that no matter what color, race, creed, anything like that.
This is what it's all about.
It's pride, baby. It's what it's all about.
While the party rolls well into the night, St. Pete police say they have increased patrols to ensure everyone stays safe. Now, the festivities continue tomorrow with the last festivity, the St. Pete Pride Street Fair. Reporting in St. Pete, I'm George MacArthur, 8 on your side.